Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Steps away to find some room. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the left. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing route.
Going up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Got it behind the line. It's Ross. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Brewster. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
3rd and short now from their own 48. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
And here comes the punt team. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Handoff from the gun. Twist his way through. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback in receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Quick completion to the right. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
On the ground, it's Baxter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite.
So no dice on 3rd down, and they'll punt it away on 4th. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. To the ground with the back. Sweet feet on the move. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down right there.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Brewster. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got a man. It's Singleton.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends have so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they could put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the crow route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
They'll throw it on first down. That's reeled in. It's Morris. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Baxter. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He wants to throw it again. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Zimmerman. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
And now on second down for this offense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Baxter. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Off-play action on first down. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Morris. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, spins away. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead in 10-7. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got the back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Mason. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll try the run. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Might be looking to run. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Zimmerman. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Comes out throwing on first down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Out of the gun to give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Picks up 1. Brings up third down.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Brewster. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A first down for the offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Grabbed behind the line, it's Morris. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Quarterback on the keeper. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll bring it back. It's Zimmerman. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The give out of the gun. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Quickly out to the tight end. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
They'll run it from the gun. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Mason. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Makes a connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
The aerial assault continues. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Throws to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Offense set on 1st down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. That hole closed quickly. A pickup of 1 to the 15.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. They want to run it left here. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
18-yard line. Now, 4th down.
And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Morris. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, going to making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to advance on the football.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, what a cut! And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game moving.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get the first through the air. Wide open downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They try to pop a run on the draw. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard, it's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's Mason. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He makes the connection. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They go to the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for a loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the sack. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. On the run, it's Morris. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass, because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Fires it incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. That was a nice pickup running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Allen. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot. They took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
It's now third down.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. He'll just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Looking to throw. Makes the catch. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to surge it in. A little alley into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Makes his connection. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mason. And the returner will be brought down. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy, I'm just going to take it.
Now on 2nd down after the short completion. Give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll give it to the back. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Tackle is made after the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They ran it on first down, now on 2nd. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Trying play action. Finds the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Snags it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. They'll keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. You'd love to get the score right now, but you also want to make sure, if you can, that the clock keeps moving.
So let's do both. Let's run the football, keep it on the ground, run the play clock down, but don't turn away a touchdown. If you're getting close and you can get in, take the 2-possession lead, end this ball game.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the 1st down.
Well, I know it has hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And now, fourth quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. He makes a grab, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Going for 6. Into the end zone, and it is grabbed for the score, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Got him downfield. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown!
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. It's caught. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands.
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they'll try to win it right here with the two-point conversion, and this crowd is electric trying to stop them. He is in, and they roll the dice. Won't settle for the tie. They take the lead with a two-point conversion. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's caught inside the 25. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires.